sized flowers. And here you go with where I've embossed the metal. Use one of Tim Holtz metal flowers in the middle. You can stick a pearl on, you can do what you like. I don't often put the centres in until I'm ready to use them because I can never be sure quite what I'm going to use it on, whether it's going to go on a bag or shoes or scrapbooking pages or lids. Over here I'll just show you, this is, you know, sometimes I put them on the lids of my boxes when I'm doing boxes, and you can see where I've done that there. It's just a little bit of metal there with other bits and pieces around it. Okay, let's get into shaping these a bit. I like to use the matte set that 10 Second Studios have because it helps, it just gives you that spongy base. You can see where this, I've started to manipulate this, but this is why I like to put that grunge paper on the back. This is quite fragile, easy to move, where this one is a bit tougher because I've got that grunge board on the back. They look nicer. I'll put it across there, find my bits here. Okay, you can see where I've started to do some little bits and pieces on this one too. Great way of doing this is to use this particular tool. 10 Second Studios have tool sets with lots of different tools in them that you can use to manipulate metal and for lots of different applications. So here we go. I'll just use the ball end of this ball and cup, and I will just shape it up. I like this because it actually stretches the metal and pushes it out. Again, you can do this on woolen. It stretches the metal and pushes it out. You could just bend this up, but I like the effect that this gives better. You play with it. You have a go with it. It really gets curves into it and actually really shapes right through. It doesn't just bend. You can also use wheels on it to do effects like I've done on this one. So you can get into the middle of your petal, really shape it up there. And if you decide you want to smooth it out a bit, you can go in there and just smooth the centre of it and just leave some of those dots around. You can also do the edges, just the edges of them. There's lots of different wheels in the set, but I'll just use this one. And where you can just go around the edges and shape them like so. And again, you can go back there and shape it up. You can also put your ball and cup in the centre here and really get that to curl up. Really get it to curl up and give you a base if you're wanting to put something in the middle there. You can see in this one, done all sorts of things to it, but you can make a centre for your flower and put something down into it to fill it up, if you so wish. On these ones you've got little dots. Again, this is one that's just made with the metal itself. These have been coloured with alcohol inks, but it's not strong enough for me. I like things to be strong and robust, and where this one has been, I haven't coloured the back of it yet, which it would need to be done, but it's a lot stronger. So if I coloured this up and started to layer them up, you're going to get quite an interesting, fun type of flower. That's what's great about his Tattered Florals dies. There's just so many options. You can make big ones, you make little ones. Alcohol ink I'll go into in probably another video where I show you in more detail how to do that. I get best results from dripping the alcohol ink onto it and sometimes manipulating it with brushes. But I like the intense colours as opposed to paler colours, so I can keep on layering on this and getting it deeper and deeper till I get exactly what I want. With the other flowers, these ones, when I form these up, I haven't put any. This one has got a on the back of it. That's actually the same as that. When you're forming these up, remember you can cut in between these petals to give you more shape. You can see where I've done that on this. where I have shaped it up. This is actually a metal and a fabric flower, and I've painted this one using dabbers, and it looks like I have sprayed some of Tim Holtz Perfect Pearl Mists over the top of it, and you can see through the layers of this flower. I've just used old fabric, and I've changed the colour of it because I didn't want it to be blue. This is another piece of fabric that I've changed the colour of it slightly to layer through. This is the one I've really gone into and shaped. These ones have been done with grunge board, it looks like, and I think I've got vellum on the back of that one. Often when I do that, I will scrunch them up, give them shape. Once I've made them, scrunch them and scrunch them. So you get a little bit of shape into them. They don't have to have a lot of shape, because guess what? The metal's going to do it for you on the top and give you that fabulous cut effect. And then you can do it with the little ones like I've done here, cut it in. Again, easy to shape. Get something, if you haven't got tools like this, find something that's round on the end where you can pull it and push that metal and get the shape into it. And it really does, it stretches the metal. It's not just making it bend. It's probably hard to see with the glare, but it actually gets right in there and shapes that up. And you just keep on going and doing your centres, doing what you like, and then you can move it and bend it however you like. If you've been bad like me and you haven't attached it properly, because I didn't use humunga tape on this one, this is why I do not like using other adhesives. You can stick that on later. I will just get a little small piece of the tape and put it underneath and shape it up. But do try manipulating the metal, and do try using all the shape wheels to give it some fun effects, and all your Sizzix and Cuttlebug folders, whatever you have. Tim Holtz folders, great for doing those shapes. And then you'll get into the alcohol ink. And remember, you can do the little ones as well. The little ones are fun. They're lots of fun, because you can shape them. Often I'll actually put leather on the back of these, and I don't know why I do that, but I like the thickness of the little petals it gives you. And these can be all gathered together, and obviously I wouldn't have them all so different. And you can put your bling in the middle, and you can shape them up, and you can make lots of little ones, and you can really have lots of fun with the centres you put in them. This one here is actually being painted. I've used alcohol ink in the middle. You can see where I've shaped it using this tool, and then I've decided that I'm going to do a little bit of painting on there. After I alcohol inked it, I actually put some glossy accents over the top, so that whatever I did over the top of it again, if I decided to use alcohol ink, it wouldn't remove the middle colour that I had wanted in there. So you can play with that. You can see the shine on that. That's actually his Perfect Pearl Sunflower Sparkle Mist. Love them. They're nice intense metal colours. It's fabulous. And you can layer these up. And the thing is that you can make these look like just anything you want them to look like. You can also do your flowers with your 10-second studio molds, which is something else that I really enjoy doing. These are the kabukas, and I actually use them through my Sizzix machine. They have different patterns on each side. They're lots of fun too. You can use them like that, or you can put your metal on it and rub over the top and make your flowers that way. You can see that I have done it, and I've actually cut these out. I've alcohol inked these, I've glossy accented them so I could get a little bit more detail into them. But these ones are actually made from exactly the same mould. Except the only difference is that I've turned it over and I have used some of my tools to actually, 10-second studio tools to actually push out the image. So one is debossed and one's embossed, using exactly the same mould. These ones, because they were a little higher, like I had to really push into them, get them nice and stretched, because you can really stretch that metal, I decided to actually fill the back. You can fill the back with lots of things. Use a hard filler. But you can just go to your local stores. We have Bunnings and Mighty 10 over here, stores like that. And they have filler there. You just want a hard filler, you no more gaps type of filler. You filler, usually a wood one is better. Something that's going to, when you push it on this, it is not going to give. Don't get any of those flexible ones because you'll just end up having dents in your metal. So try this, it's lots of fun. They have a ton of different molds and shapes, and it doesn't have to be flowers, it can be anything. And it is, I could just go on for ages, it's so much fun to do all those.